Hey everybody, welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to get on and do a general reading for you guys. I did pull some energy before I hit record, just to kind of get an idea of what was going on with you, in your guys' energy. And the cards I pulled give me the feeling that, you know, you guys are struggling through something. I don't know if it's one issue or if it's several things, you know, because it could be, you know, just something is going, like one thing is going wrong and it's like, oh, you know, how could this happen? I can't believe this happened to me. Why me? All this stuff. That's the victim mindset of like, why me? You know, or it could be several things. You know, maybe everything is kind of going wrong right now. Things kind of crash down around you, and you know how they say, you know, things come in threes, good or bad. And so it could be that, but the victim mindset is kind of you know, blaming others or something else for the issue. And spirit here is maybe, you know, pointing that out, and then also pointing out that when you stay in that negative mindset, you're putting that energy out into the world, and that's what you're going to end up getting back. And so spirit is asking you to let it go, you know, so that you can be free, and just to have faith that everything is going to work out. And I know sometimes when everything seems to go wrong, or somebody wrongs you, or whatever the situation is, it's hard to have faith that it's supposed to, it's hard to have faith that things are the way that they're supposed to be, you know, because you get stuck. And I can relate to this for sure. You get stuck in that mindset of like, why is this happening to me? You know, what did I do wrong? And it's almost, you know, kind of like not taking responsibility for maybe your part in things. And I'm not knocking anybody for that, because, you know, we all do it. But spirit is just kind of bringing all of this to the forefront, to have faith that even though things maybe seem bad, that there's always a positive that comes out of it. And to look at that, try to focus on the positives and not the negatives, because those hardships and those things that happen in your life, I mean, it's meant to make you better. I know it sounds weird, but it's supposed to make you better, and we're supposed to learn from those things, whatever lesson that may be. And it could, you know, it's different for everybody, but it's also, you know, it's like nudging you down the path that you're supposed to go down. And so if you listen to that and you take the time out and you really like sit with it, it really kind of opens your mind to what those things may be, like what those blessings are in that bad situation. You know, and with the forgiveness here, it's part of it is like, yeah, maybe take responsibility for your part in it, and then forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself about it, because you are learning a lesson, and you know, you could take that situation and turn it into something good in your life, and, you know, be better the next day, be stronger, be more wise, you know. And so Yeah, I'm gonna pull some tarot to see what situation, what's going on exactly, you know. So let's see. I shuffled my cards before I hit record, but we'll see what comes out. All right, Spirit, can you give us more information on this energy here? What's going on with my collective? Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. And so this, yeah, so it almost feels like, I'm not gonna say something, I'm not gonna say, let me get some more cards here. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, let me get one more, Spirit. Let me get one more. Because I'm already picking up on what this might be. Oh, I'm not gonna, I'll take the top one. No. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles and the Strength as well. So yeah, this is definitely, maybe something happened with your job. You're leaving a job, or with this Ten of Cups here, it could be a person, or, you know, a connection of some kind, and you're leaving, like, maybe, and with the Three of Pentacles here, yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it could be work, it could be a connection with somebody, but I'm really feeling like either you're walking away or somebody is walking away, or you're, you know, like somebody, like your job maybe let you go, or, you know, something like that. And so you might have these negative feelings about it, but with the Page of Pentacles here, this is, you know, new opportunities. This is like a new job, a new project, an investment, or something like that, you know. It could even be a new opportunity with somebody else. And so this is like, let's see, I'm gonna see, what is this Eight of Cups, Spirit? What is this Eight of Cups? What is this? What is my collective walking away from, or who walked away from them? What is the Eight of Cups? Okay, it really feels like it's a job. With the King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it really feels like it was a job. And it's with the Seven of Pentacles, it might be you know, a job that you had put a lot of time and effort in, like you really invested your time, like you know what I mean, like maybe it was at a company and you gave them 10 years of your life, and you really put in a lot of work, and you know, because you thought it was going to go somewhere, but it ended up not working out for some reason. And so now you're like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is this happening to me? But you got to remember, you know, when I know it's so cliche to say, but when one door closes, another one opens. But I always feel like several doors open when something ends, because you have a whole world of opportunity at your fingertips. You know, you're no longer like tied down to things, so you could literally do anything. With this Page of Pentacles, it's like Yeah, there's new opportunities, you know. And so with this have faith card up here, it's like Spirit is reminding you to stay positive, stay positive. But what is the Ten of Cups, Spirit? What is the Ten of Cups? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands and the King of Swords. Yeah, and with with the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands is like 8-8. That might be significant for you guys, but it's like a sudden change, or it's like it's fast momentum. Maybe it happened really fast and it kind of like took you off guard or took you by surprise. But with the King of Swords, it's allowing you to go forward with ambition and invest in something else. With the Page of Pentacles, like that new opportunity to just take action and go. Maybe you've been stuck in a job forever and you're like, oh, I don't really love it, but it does provide me with an income and some stability, so that you never really have the time to like follow your dreams or follow your passions. And with this Page of Pentacles, it's time. The Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, it's time to take action and go towards that Page of Pentacles. And with the Strength over here, it's really like Spirit is saying, you're brave. You're brave. You have the strength. You have everything, and you have everything you need to do this. And don't be afraid to go forward. So I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna clarify the Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Pentacles, Spirit? What is the Three of Pentacles? Oh, that wanted to come out. Man, okay. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So whatever this new opportunity is, it's gonna lead you to your Ten of Pentacles. So that's what I'm kind of saying, like, don't look at this situation as like a bad thing, because it's actually opening this door for you to go after what you really want. And obtain your Ten of Pentacles, your legacy, your family, your wealth, your ancestry, everything. Like it's opening that door. And with the Queen of Cups, it's like, I feel like this. And so let's clarify. Spirit, what is the Queen of Cups? Clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah. The Empress. Exactly. So you know that what you're doing in your life is probably not fulfilling, and then this is your opportunity, because this is where it's going to lead you. The Empress is like, ultimate abundance, it's a just ultimate abundance with your creative and your creativity, and it's nurturing and it's prosperous and everything. So it just feels like Spirit is just like, is saying it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let this old thing go. And I know you put so much hard work and time into it, but it's only prepared you for your new beginning. Yeah, like that's awesome. That's awesome. Spirit, what is this? I'm gonna clarify this Page of Pentacles. What is this Page of Pentacles? Let's see. What's the Page of Pentacles? Okay, we have the Tower. Yeah. Oop. Oop. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Yes. We have the Six of Cups. So that is definitely, it's giving me it's like the energy of, you know, letting this other thing go. Like this may be a Tower moment, but it's you know, and it's overwhelming and it's such a burden, and you know, but you persevered, and if you you know, let that go, let the old thing go, embrace the new thing, and go towards your Page of Pentacles. Go towards that new creative opportunity. You know, and this, with the Six of Cups, that could be something from, like, you know, something that you loved to do when you were younger and that you just haven't done. Like I was saying before, it's like you stayed in this job for the stability of it, but it wasn't something you're really passionate about. And with the Six of Cups, it's like with the Tower, the Ten of Wands, and then the Six of Cups, it's like Spirit is letting, like, this is happening so that you can go after your passions and your dreams. And that's going to actually open the door to be more successful, to be more abundant. Yeah. So, Spirit, what is the strength? Got it. Competition. What is the strength card? Okay. Seven of Cups. Two of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. Oh. Okay, this honestly feels like maybe you haven't gone after your passion, you know, the thing you really want to do, because maybe you feel like it's a competitive thing and that maybe you wouldn't do so good in it, and so you just never did. You know, because with the Seven of Cups, it's like, it's almost, you know, it's like options. It's like there's a lot going on there, you know, and so you have. This really gives me the energy of you not going after something because of, like, some self-doubt. You know, maybe you think it's a pipe dream and that you'll never succeed. And so you never made plans to go forward. But it's like Spirit is telling you, no, you need to do it. Because with the Ace of Cups, that's just... It says, you know, new love, but it doesn't have to be, you know, with the Ace of Cups. That's just, it's success with, you know, your creative passions. It's ultimate success with whatever that is, you know. And it's gonna, and it's something you love. It's something you love to do. So I'm gonna see, Spirit, what is the Ace of Cups? What is the Ace of Cups? So we have the Devil and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it really feels like you've been resisting this. Like you really really been resisting this, but Spirit is saying, no, go for it. Like, let those, you know, yeah, the you know, the with the devil, it's like, let those avoidant patterns of, you know, maybe, or that negative thinking of like, oh, I'll never make it, I'll never be successful, you know, with the Knight of Cups. It's like, wow, you know, that's like yeah. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups. I mean, it could be maybe a new relationship, but I'm not really getting that. I'm getting that you've been like really obsessing and maybe trapped in your head about this new opportunity, this creative endeavor that you might have, you know, that you have, and that you just never went towards, because the devil here has just been, you know, keeping you trapped in your head, and, you know, the victim mindset, you know, it's, wow, yeah. And I really feel like Spirit is like, this is like a blessing. It's like this loss here with the Eight of Cups. Whatever, you know, whatever happened with this, it's like, that's a blessing in disguise for you. Absolutely. You know, because you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups out here. So I really feel like whatever you've stopped yourself from pursuing your passion, by walking away from it, I mean, this is leading you to your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. That's just ultimate fulfillment. That's wish fulfillment. That's family. That's money. That's abundance. I mean, it's everything. It's stability. It's contentment. You know. So I really feel like Spirit is like really nudging you to go towards this. Go towards this new thing. Follow your passions, follow your heart, and don't let that negative thinking get in the way, because you know, whatever you pour yourself into, whatever, you know, like all that energy and everything you pour into it, it's gonna, and you have that passion, it's gonna succeed, no doubt about it. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here for you guys. Wow. So that's actually pretty good. I mean, yeah, so say, look at even though all the world may be crashing down around you, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. But to just stay focused on that. Stay focused, and then you'll get to where you want to be in life. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I really do appreciate it. I love, you know, hearing any comments you guys have, thoughts and whatever. And yeah, so help me grow, please. And I really do appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one.